Women. Ladies. If you tell me what's wrong, will you die? When I ask you what's wrong, if you just tell me once, if you just open your mouth and just say it, this is what happened. Wait, is it gonna? Why must you stress me? What's wrong? Nothing. Like 55 billion times. At the end of the day, something is actually wrong. Wait, let me fall in love.
I got you. So yeah, you ask her what's wrong. She says nothing, but you know damn well that something is off. Her energy shifted. She's short with you, maybe even cold, but insists that everything is fine. Let me tell you this right now. When a woman says nothing, she almost never actually means nothing. And if you don't learn how to decode that, you're going to lose her without even knowing why. Jessica OS here, welcome to the channel. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly why women do this, what it really means when she says nothing, and what you need to do instead of asking that question. So basically you stop getting shut out and start getting through to her. If you're tired of feeling like you're walking on eggshells or always guessing wrong, just stay with me. This is going to change the game. Let's jump into it. Number one, she's emotionally flooded, but not ready to talk. Let me tell you something that's going to save you a lot of emotional whiplash. When she says nothing, it's not because she's fine, it's because she's overstimulated mentally, emotionally, and maybe even hormonally. And she needs time to process before she actually speaks to you. Now, women don't always vent in real time like men do. You know, a guy will get pissed, he says what's on his mind, it's done. Most women, however, feel, analyze, internalize, and sometimes stew. You know that look she gives you when she's quiet, but her jaw is clenched and she's folding laundry like she's punishing the laundry? Yeah, that's not peace, bro. That's pressure building slowly. In that moment, you're probably thinking, what did I do now? Or worse, is this about me or something else? And that's a trap, because the silence she gives you makes your brain spiral. But she's not trying to be mysterious for fun. She's trying to protect herself and maybe even protect you from what she's really thinking in the heat of the moment. If she opened her mouth right away, it might come out way harsher than she intends it to. So instead, she'll shut down, give you the classic line, nothing, okay? But let's get real. Have you ever been so angry or hurt that you didn't even know what to say? That's what's happening here. It's just wrapped in feminine energy. So it looks a lot quieter, more passive, but make no mistake, it's loud on the inside. Sometimes she's not even 100% sure what triggered her. It could be something you did or didn't do, or even something from earlier in the day. Women are emotionally layered, and what we're feeling in the moment isn't always what we say out loud, especially if we think the reaction will make us look too emotional, too needy, or too much, right? And here's where most men screw it up. You think asking what's wrong is the responsible thing to do, because you're trying to show you care. But to her, in that moment, it actually feels like pressure, like she's being interrogated before she gets to testify. So instead of solving the problem, you're actually triggering her defense mechanism. She clams up, not because she doesn't want to talk, but because she's afraid you'll misunderstand her again, and she'll end up feeling much, much worse. Want to show that you're different from every other guy who just nags her with what's wrong? Keep watching. Second reason this happens, she feels like you wouldn't understand anyway. Now here's brutally honest truth most men don't want to hear. When she says nothing, it might actually mean, well, you wouldn't understand even if I told you. Let that sink in. She's not just avoiding the topic, she's already decided that explaining her feelings to you is either gonna fall flat, be dismissed, or worse, start a fight. And that right there is dangerous territory, because once a woman feels emotionally unsafe around you, she starts withholding. She doesn't stop feeling, she just stops sharing with you. Have you ever been in that moment where she gives you the nothing, but follows it up with aggressive dishwashing, slamming doors, randomly vacuuming at midnight? Yeah, that's her way of saying, something's wrong, but I'm not gonna waste my breath explaining it to someone who's just going to miss the point every single time. And look, this doesn't always mean you're a bad communicator. It could just mean that you've accidentally trained her not to come to you. Let me break that down. Maybe in the past, when she opened up about her feelings, you said things like, oh, you're overreacting, or it's not that deep. Why are you being so emotional right now? those phrases, instant shutdowns. They teach her that bringing up her emotions will lead to invalidation. So she'll stop, and instead she'll give you that nothing, right, with a side of icy silence. Not because she's trying to be difficult, but because she's trying to protect her dignity. Why would she keep pouring her heart into a cup that always spills? This is where you have to ask yourself the hard question. Does she feel emotionally understood by you or just tolerated? Seriously, think about the last time she brought something up. Did you listen, or were you just waiting to reply? Because if she just feels tolerated, every little conflict will get swept under the rug until one day, that fateful day, it will explode. Example, let's say she tells you that she doesn't like how often you're texting other women, even if it's just friends, right? You roll your eyes, tell her that she's being jealous, and move on. She'll shut down. Next time something bothers her, she'll remember how that went. So instead of bringing it up, she gives you the classic cold, I'm fine, which by the way is code for I'm not fine, but I'm done explaining myself to someone who doesn't get it. Have you ever had a woman stop talking to you emotionally, but stay physically present in the relationship? That's emotional disconnection. Comment, yep, if you've been there before. Here's what women actually want in those moments, okay? They want to know that they can bring their messy, complicated, and even irrational emotions to you without being made to feel stupid or dramatic. They want to feel seen, not silenced. So the next time she says nothing, what you want to do is ask yourself, have I been making it safe for her to say something? Because if you haven't, she's not being difficult, she's being disappointed. Third reason, she wants you to pick up on the clues. When she says nothing, she's not giving you an answer, she's giving you a test. A test to see if you're emotionally aware enough to notice the shift without needing her to spell it out. Let's be blunt. Most women don't want to be your teacher. They don't always want to have to say, I'm upset, or I'm mad because you forgot our anniversary or birthday. Or, I feel neglected because you haven't touched me all week. Instead, they want to know, did you see me? Did you feel the change? Did you care enough to notice when I changed frequencies? It's like walking into a room and the temperature suddenly drops, but you stand there like, what? It feels fine, everything's okay. Meanwhile, she's freezing and you're clueless. Did I just hear you say you're not a mind reader? Come closer. Let me tell you something, my friend. This isn't about mind reading. It's about emotional attunement, okay? Women communicate a lot of what they feel through tone, body language, and vibes. The way she responds to your hey babe, the silence that follows the joke that you made at her expense, the fact that she's pulling away when you reach for her. None of that is random. It's emotional signaling. And when you ask what's wrong in a flat tone while scrolling through your phone, it tells her you're not really trying to understand. You just want a quick fix. Sometimes she says nothing because she wants to see if you care enough to dig deeper, not interrogate her, but show some kind of emotional curiosity about what's going on. Let's get into a relatable example. You get home from work. She's quieter than usual, not smiling, barely looks at you. You go, hey, what's wrong? She shrugs, nothing. You roll your eyes, plop down on the couch, start scrolling through TikTok. Game over. What she wanted was this. Hey, I can tell something feels off. Talk to me. Did I miss something? You know I care about you, right? Boom. You just passed the test. She's not trying to make you chase her emotionally for fun. This isn't a game to her. It's about connection. It's about seeing whether you're tuned into her or just treating her like a background character in your day. You want to be the man that every woman remembers? Then be the guy who notices her mood shift even before she opens her mouth. Because most men miss it. They get defensive or call her dramatic. But the guy who notices the clues, on the other hand, the guy who steps up with empathy instead of attitude, that guy unlocks a deeper part of her, a part that she doesn't just give to anyone. So if she says nothing, but you feel something, say instead, hey, I care about what's going on. Even if it's something small, I'm here for you. Simple, human, powerful. Fellas, drop a fire emoji in the comments if you're done being emotionally tone deaf and ready to actually understand women better. Fourth reason, she's protecting the relationship, ironically, by withholding. So this one's gonna sting a little, guys. When she says nothing, sometimes it's not because she's hiding something from you. It's because she's protecting you from the full force of what she really wants to say. And here's the twisted part. She's doing it because she doesn't want to ruin the relationship. I'll explain. See, a lot of women don't want to come off as too emotional, too sensitive, or too needy, especially if she's brought something up before and you've just like shrugged it off, argued it down, or made her feel crazy for feeling what she felt. So now, guess what? She'll bottle it in. She'll bite her tongue. She walks into a room cold and distant, but when you ask her what's wrong, automatically she'll say nothing. Not because she's fine, but because she thinks if she opens her mouth, everything might blow up. She's not shutting you out to punish you. She's trying to avoid a war. Sometimes what she really wants to say is, I feel like I'm the only one fighting for this relationship. I'm tired of asking you for the same thing over and over again. I don't feel like I matter to you anymore. But she doesn't say it because deep down she thinks if she speaks up, you'll either get mad, defensive, or leave. So instead of saying what she really feels, she'll swallow her truth and feed you the easiest lie in the female emotional playbook. Nothing. It's tragic, really. Because this is how so many relationships die in silence, not with a fight, not with a big betrayal, but with little moments of emotional disconnect where she stopped talking and you stopped noticing. Real talk, most women aren't afraid of conflict. They're afraid of being misunderstood, dismissed, and made to feel like their emotions are inconvenient. So they go quiet, keep the peace, even if it kills them inside. So I want you to ask yourself this, okay? Are you the kind of man a woman can emotionally open up to? Or are you the reason she stays silent to keep the relationship from collapsing? Because if a woman feels like she has to protect the relationship from you, you've pretty much already lost her. Comment below if you've ever been hit with a nothing word, right? The whole nothing shenanigan, only to find out later that it was actually everything. You're not alone, man. So let's get you some solutions, shall we? What should you say instead, okay? Most men default to one of two responses. Number one, they either push harder and say, come on, just tell me what's going on, right? Or two, they give up, like, fine, whatever. Both of those moves are terrible. Because when she says nothing, she's testing your emotional intelligence. She's not looking for a checklist. She's watching to see how you show up when things feel off. So let's talk about the right way to handle it without being dramatic, defensive, or distant. I'll share 3 tips real quick. First, don't push, don't beg, don't panic. Now, if she's emotionally flooded, your pressure feels like a threat and not support. You think you're being a caring partner, but to her, it sounds like this: talk now, or else. Let her breathe. Let her know that you're not here to fix her, but to be there for her. That's a massive emotional green flag to women, and it sets you apart from every guy who just shuts down or storms off when things get uncomfortable. Second, call out the vibe and not the drama. You see, what you want to do is say something like, hey, I can feel a shift in your energy. You don't seem like yourself. I'm not here to push, but I'm here when you're ready to talk. Boom. Calm, collected, connected. This shows that you noticed, you care, but you're not trying to wrestle answers out of her, okay? It makes her feel safe, seen, and most importantly, respected. You think you have to solve everything? You don't. You just have to hold space for her to bring it to you. Third thing, follow up, but on your terms. Let her process. Give her space. Don't forget to circle back, however, right? You can say something like, oh, you seemed off earlier. I just wanted to check in again. Still here whenever you're ready. Let me know. That follow-up is powerful. It says, I didn't forget you. I still care, even when you're not easy to read. Because guess what? Emotional consistency will build trust. And once she trusts you with small emotions, she'll bring the big ones to you as well. So Jess, what if she never opens up? I heard you ask. Well, then that's not on you. That's a sign that she's either emotionally unavailable or she's never felt safe enough to be vulnerable. In that case, you've got a decision to make. Do you want a relationship where you're always guessing, chasing breadcrumbs in a one-sided relationship, or one where you're actually connected? A woman who stays silent forever is either protecting herself from you or already planning her exit. If this part of the video is hitting home, do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe for more no BS breakdowns like this. I'm not here to sugarcoat, I'm here to help you win. Also, if you're not sure what you want to watch next, I got you today, right? Check out my video on if you feel her pulling away, Avoid these 5 mistakes. Trust me, it will open your eyes even more. My name is Jessica. Hope you got value from this video. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.